Bonjour, everyone! Welcome back to the Matrix, where we unravel the complexities of the world. France is very hot right now. I mean, it's literally burning. Over the past 2 weeks, almost 9 million people have taken to the streets to protest, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. But what are the French people so angry about? Turns out, it's because of the raising of the retirement age from 62 to 64.
Wait, hold up. People are trying to overthrow the government and burning down the country for this?
Well, Brother Marcus, this issue is not as simple as it sounds. It has a very deep history of violence and protests and hits the heart of the French. But before we take a look at what could possibly end the reign of Emmanuel Macron or result in another French Revolution, a sub to the channel is highly appreciated. Pension reform is a highly contentious issue in France. It all started in the early 1980s with socialist president François Mitterrand. François Mitterrand lowered the retirement age from 65 to 60. This meant that people could retire at 60 with a full pension from the government. After this, various presidents have tried and failed to change the system. Jacques Chirac and his right-wing government tried to change the retirement age to 64, but intense protests and strikes derailed their efforts, and they gave up. His successor, Nicolas Sarkozy, increased the minimum retirement age from 60 to 62. After months and months of protests and strikes, the bill was finally able to squeak through. After this, President François Hollande knew the resistance of the French. So he kept the minimum retirement age at 62, but added a clause that would increase the contribution of years to receive a full pension. Then came Macron's turn. Macron wanted to rewrite the entire pension system, raising back the minimum retirement age to 65 and unifying 42 different pension regimes for 42 different sectors into a single regime. His efforts began in 2019, which were met with resistance from the French public. But why is this such a big issue? Well, France is expected to add more retirees in the next few years, and the current scheme could cause a severe deficit in the government's budget. But before Macron could do anything substantial, COVID happened, and this was pushed to a later stage. Fast forward to 2023, despite facing pushback from France's 8 main union bodies, and 2/3 of the public, the pension reform bill was passed by the Conservative Senate from 195 to 195 to 112 and sent to the National Assembly. But this bill was never going to pass the 577-member National Assembly. So, the French Prime Minister, Elisabeth Borne, decided to use the loophole in the French Constitution. Article 49.3. In simple terms, Article 49.3 allows the ruling party to pass a bill into law without the vote of the National Assembly. Sounds dictatorial. Well, this does come with one caveat. No confidence vote. Opposition parties in the French National Assembly can file a no confidence motion in the ruling party, aka the current government, within 24 hours of invoking Article 49.3. If the no confidence vote gets the minimum votes of 287 out of the 577, the current government will crumble and force Macron to hold general elections. 2 parties filed the no confidence vote, the hard left and the far right political parties. But due to a lack of unity among these parties, Macron's government barely survived by just 9 votes. Macron has a very crucial road ahead of him. His second term in office is now in question after he barely won the election. So far, Macron's use of this power has caused a violent uproar among the French public. Protests ensued almost immediately near the National Assembly. Millions and millions of people are taking to the streets to protest this authoritative use of power to pass a controversial law. What do you guys think? Will the French people cause the next French Revolution and overthrow the government? Let us know in the comments down below.